A man was taken from this world to become a witness to secrets never before revealed. Now it's time for you to know the truth. In ancient times, before the great floods swept over the earth, before the judgment of the Most High fell upon the sons of men, there was a righteous man chosen by God. He was a wise man, a master craftsman, and the Lord looked upon him with favor. The Most High took him so that he might behold the mysteries of the heavens, the uppermost dwelling place of God, and become a witness to the eternal, wise, and immutable realm of the Almighty. He would see the dwelling of the many-eyed angels, brighter than the sun, the inaccessible throne of God seated in boundless light, the divine order of the elements, strange and wondrous forms, and the indescribable songs of the cherubim, along with a glory no human eyes had ever seen. His name was Enoch, son of Jared, and he revealed the truth about the 10 heavens. God brought him there, and everything he saw was recorded in the second book of Enoch. At the age of 165, he begot Methuselah. He lived another 200 years, and his total life was 365 years. On the first day of a certain month, while alone in his home, he lay resting on his bed and fell into a deep sleep. In that sleep, great distress rose in his heart, and tears welled up in his eyes, though he knew not why. Then 2 men appeared before him, beings of such immense size he had never seen on earth. Their faces shone like the sun, their eyes blazed like fire, and flames issued from their lips. They were clothed in purple robes, with wings brighter than gold and hands whiter than snow. They stood at the head of his bed and called him by name. Enoch awoke in fear, his face pale from terror. But the beings said, "Take courage, Enoch, and do not be afraid. The eternal God has sent us to you. Today, you shall ascend into heaven with us." Enoch then summoned his sons, Methuselah, Regem, and Gad, and said, "I do not know where I will go or what will become of me. Do not turn away from God to follow vain idols, for they will perish. Do not seek me until the Lord returns me to you." Then the angels lifted Enoch on their wings and brought him to the first heaven. There he saw a vast sea, far greater than all the seas of the earth. From there, he was taken to the second heaven, where the fallen angels were imprisoned, suspended in darkness, weeping without ceasing for their rebellion against God. In the third heaven, Enoch saw paradise, where the tree of life stood, more fragrant than anything on earth. From it flowed rivers of milk, honey, oil, and wine, spreading across the world. This was the place prepared for the righteous, those who feed the hungry, clothe the naked, lift up the fallen, and walk in righteousness. But he also saw a dreadful place, reserved for the blasphemers, sorcerers, murderers, liars, idol worshippers, and those who ignored the cries of the poor. It was a realm of unquenchable fire, ice, darkness, shackles, and endless torment. In the fourth heaven, Enoch was shown the paths of the sun and moon, the circuit of the seasons, and the divine coordination of time itself. Then he was taken to the fifth heaven, where he saw the Grigori, angels who had descended to earth and fathered giants, corrupting the world. Now they were imprisoned, silent in sorrow. In the sixth heaven, he beheld angels who measured life, seasons, waters, and harvests, and others who recorded every human deed. Finally, in the seventh heaven, he saw radiant beings, fiery hosts, cherubim, seraphim, and masters of light, singing unceasingly around the throne of God. But the Lord himself dwelt in the 10th heaven, called Aravoth. When his guide stopped, Enoch fell in fear. Then the angel Gabriel came to him and said, "Rise, Enoch. The Lord calls you to eternal life." Gabriel led him through the 8th heaven, Musaloth, the realm of seasons and constellations, and the 9th heaven, Kechavim, where the celestial homes of the stars reside, until he reached the 10th heaven, Aravoth. There, Enoch saw the Lord's face, like iron glowing in fire, radiating blinding sparks. Who am I to speak of the indescribable beauty of his face? Then the Lord commanded the archangel Michael to remove Enoch's earthly garments, anoint him with holy oil, clothe him in garments of glory, and seat him at his left hand beside Gabriel. The Lord declared, "Enoch, you shall stand before my face for all eternity." God then summoned the angel Pravu, wiser than all, and gave him scrolls of revelation to deliver to Enoch, writings containing secrets of heaven, earth, the sea, angels, mankind, the soul, the seasons, and mysteries never spoken even to other angels. Enoch recorded all, 366 books in total. And the Lord said, "O Enoch, hear me, for I have not shared these secrets even with my angels. It is you whom I have chosen to reveal them to." And so unfolded the journey through the 10 heavens. From light to shadow, from the punishment of the fallen to the fiery throne of the Most High. Enoch witnessed things beyond human comprehension, leaving behind a sacred message: God reigns over all. Enoch did not keep these truths for himself. He wrote for all generations, a warning, a hope, an eternal truth. Now the question is, what will we do with this knowledge? Will we live righteously, seek the Lord, and be clothed in glory as Enoch was? But Enoch's story didn't end with his ascent to heaven. His legacy left an indelible mark on human history, from ancient Jewish tradition to early Christian communities, shaping how prophets and mystics understood divine revelation and righteousness. Genesis 5 verse 24 records, Enoch walked with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. A single verse, yet it stirred centuries of wonder. What made a mortal man walk with God so closely that he vanished from this world? Why did he not die like others, but was taken, as if drawn into the hidden place of heaven? The answer lies in the writings of Enoch, once hidden, now partially recovered in the first and second books of Enoch, preserved by ancient Jewish and Ethiopian communities. In them, Enoch was not merely holy. He was a prophet of judgment, tasked with warning the world of what was to come. He foresaw a fractured world, where fallen angels surrendered to lust, and humans forgot their creator. He wrote of moral decay, violence, and a looming great flood to cleanse the earth. And so it happened. Just a few generations after Enoch, the flood came. Not just a natural catastrophe, but a divine reckoning, ending a corrupt age and beginning a new covenant between God and mankind. And yet, somehow, amidst the floodwaters, the writings of Enoch survived. The ancient Ethiopians, who believed Enoch to be Idris, the ancestor of prophets, treasured those texts. Even today, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church includes the Book of Enoch in its canon. But perhaps the most powerful part of Enoch's story isn't the celestial glory or supernatural visions, but the quiet, unwavering righteousness of a man who lived in a world falling apart. In Enoch's time, the earth was full of sin. Giants, born from forbidden unions, brought war and chaos. Yet Enoch remained faithful, teaching his sons to walk in reverence, and quietly recording every vision with humility and awe. And because of that, he did not die, but was granted a rare gift, to become immortal, walking forever in the light of God. Some Jewish scholars believe Enoch was the first image of the rapture, a prophetic symbol of a future age where the righteous shall overcome death. Enoch proved that if one lives rightly, the impossible, escaping mortality, becomes reality. Other ancient texts like the Apocalypse of Abraham and the Testament of Levi refer to Enoch as a bearer of divine knowledge, entrusted with the secrets of history and time. Even in the New Testament, Jude 1 verses 14 to 15 quotes Enoch. "Behold, the Lord comes with 10,000 of his holy ones to execute judgment." Enoch's voice still echoes, a cry from the past into the future, calling humanity back to truth. And now, we live in a world not unlike Enoch's. People drown in convenience and science, yet forget the one who made it all. The world is full of noise, but lacks the song of angels. Many chase knowledge, power, and fame, but never look up to the first heaven, let alone the 10th. That's why Enoch's message, though ancient, still rings like a bell through time. Live righteously, care for the poor, flee from greed and wickedness. For one day, every soul will be weighed. And maybe, when we least expect it, the Most High will call one of us, just as he once called Enoch. Someone who does not seek fame, but lives truly. Someone who quietly records, serves, and becomes light in a dark world. Are you ready to be that person? Do you have the courage to walk with God, even in a world unraveling, as Enoch once did? If so, you are writing a new chapter in that ancient journey, a journey that began with tears, but ends in eternal light. Share this video if you believe the story of Enoch is not just a legend, but a calling for our time. We'll see you in the next heaven, the one you never expected to be invited to. Shalom.